Welcome back everyone, and today will be a special video because once again I am back on my bullshit. I have 6 packs of Force of Will cards that I will be opening. There's 3 available from 2 different series. I have the War of the Suns, which looks pretty cool and interesting. And then I have Crimson Moon's Battleground, which reminds me a lot of a previous series. I think the first series that I ever bought of Force of Will cards, what was it called? Crimson Moon's Fairy Tale, I think. So I wonder if this is a continuation of that. If so, I'm very excited. Although this random orb in the back contrasts very much with the fantasy-esque cover. But nevertheless, I am excited. I bought these from the store I usually buy them now, because prior to this, I used to buy them at Dragon Con, actually, from a booth that always had them available. But recently, I've really only ever been able to find them at this one anime merchandise shop in the mall. And they had a lot of other series that I was not familiar with of Force of Will, but these were the only 2 that really caught my eye, especially since the previous packs I opened were from more recent series, and I just wasn't a fan of the design work. So I only went for the 2 series that looked like they might have a collection of art that I would appreciate in that series of cards. So let's get started. I'm going to start with this one, the War of the Suns. Oh right, I forgot they have a tear strip. It's been a while since I've opened one. I've more or less accepted that, you know, I'm just going to keep buying these when I feel like it. We have Purveillance of Famishment. That's a cool card. And these definitely feel thicker than the other ones that I've opened. Hopefully that's a little better for y'all. And there's just so much glare when the ring light is super close to these cards. But we have Spy Mission, Reigns of Saints, Famished Wolf, Aggressor from the Future, Kilua Fossil Girl in the City, Chevalier-Say's Hatred. She looks cool. Magic Stone of Rain. Interesting. Let's go. Oh, this is cool. Replicant Amul. So she is a resonator, and it's full art. Super cool. I'm really happy with that card, actually. This one has really cool artwork, and I love her design, so I'm really happy to have gotten her. Neat. Set that aside, and then the final card is a Resonator token, Zombie. Interesting. Now let's do a Crimson Moon's Battleground pack. I'm excited for this one. It still looks fairly new because the way the text is framed is the new version. We have a Resonator, Guardian of Eternal, Garfie's Rejection, Sword Saint's Insight. Oh, it's that orb. Exploration, Mission to the Crimson Moon. Water Magic Stone, Gears Eater, Curse of the Clown. Cool. Ray as Naval Reunion's Navigator. I don't think I pronounced that right, but there you go. Sword Saint's Insight. So the same card. Well, we got hurt like 3 times. And then some life points with her art on it again. Okay, cool. I do like her design, but I am noticing, again, I much prefer this style. Like, it's kind of painterly, very detailed. This is the kind of style that attracted me to Force of Will when I first started collecting them, whereas this is fine. It's very pretty, but it's very modern and simple, I think. It's not as detailed, I guess. It doesn't have much... I don't want to say personality, because that's an insult to the artist, which I'm not trying to do, but it's hard to explain. Okay, next one. This is from the War of the Suns, Perished Punisher, Reigns of Saints, Crowning or Growing Egg. Oh, that's cool. Looks like a little dragon guy. Bulgaria's last epistle. Einstats. She's pretty. Necromancy of Cursed Spirits. Photon Drive. Age of Rain. And then our holo, Aggressor from the Future. He's okay. Oh, this is cool. Unknown Mother Goose, Chronogear. Okay, interesting. So I am seeing a lot more like space battle cards. Would have liked to see more fantasy cards. Alright. Once again, Crimson Moon's Battleground. Oh, this guy looks cool. Observing the Crimson Moon. Oh, this guy's kind of cool too. Cursed Warlord. Jewels on Gear's neck. Stone Monument of the Sage. Fire Magic Stone. Rainbow Spirit. Kyrie of Gears. I hope I pronounced that right. Conflict of Memory and Soul. I do like the implication of that. Whoa, this is cool. This is not a style I've seen with Force of Will. Cyclone Emerges. And it's hollow. Neat. Oh, this looked like a Pokemon for a second. It looked like Eevee, but it's just life points. I cut the top because I do want to keep the artwork on the packets. But you know what I just noticed? These don't have the QR code. I'm not sure if the purpose of those QR codes have, you know, ended, if it was part of some kind of online app or game. But yeah, they don't have the QR codes anymore. All right, we have Scarlet's Explosion. Little cat girl. Growing Egg again. Oh, look at those eyes. Serpent of Temptation. Fire Magic Stone. Einstats. Necromancy of Cursed Spirits. Photon Drive. Aristella's World Conference. And Chevaleres's Hatred. So again with that one character that we got a different card for. Cool. But it's hollow this time. And then some life points with some cool art. But I do like this. This is cool. Got a lot of duplicates with that one. And then the final pack, Crimson Moon's Battleground. Whoa, this is cool. Demon of the Crimson Moon. He looks rad. Glorious Little Moon. It's quite simple. The Last Believer. Stone Bull of Gears. A Light Magic Stone. Armed Weasel. Okay, he looks really cool. Curse of the Clown. This character is very cute. And I see another one behind him. Reflect and Refrain. Guardian Twins of Cocoon. They have a very unique art and coloring style. It's very familiar, actually. Minions of Tsukihime. Interesting. And, oh, this cool looking guy. Will Coin. Banish this coin and produce. This guy looks like the one on the cover. I think it is him. I think I would have really liked to get him as a card. But, you know, it's nice to still have his artwork. So cool. Alright, so these are the holo cards that I received from those packs. Once again, the art is really lacking compared to the original Force of Will cards that I initially started purchasing the series for. But there are still a few cool ones in between all the kind of generic artwork and just stuff that doesn't really interest me. I'm really happy to have gotten this one because it very much is something I really like. I love the art style. I love her design. She looks super cool and dynamic. And the fact that she's a resonator and full art, really cool. I do like this one's design as well, both of them actually. But again, the art is just very simple. It's very anime-esque, which is not a bad thing. It's just with anime, you obviously have to make the designs a lot simpler. The shading has to be simpler. So it comes off a lot less detailed than, you know, actual artwork like that one. But they were still pretty cool. And I did appreciate how intriguing this one looked because of the style. It's just very different. I have not seen this comic book-esque style in Force of Will. I don't want it to overtake the fantasy-esque style. That would just be my preference, but it is cool to have that variety, because that's how Yu-Gi-Oh! Was, from what I remember when I used to collect that as a teenager. They got a lot of different artists and a lot of varying styles. Some were anime, some were very grotesque and realistic, and then you had some that started to get a little more comic book-esque. And the variety is really cool. But again, I'm really only into Force of Will for the artwork. I still have not learned how to play it, and I probably never will, to be quite honest. But I do like collecting them, so I'll definitely keep an eye out for other series. I may have to just, if I ever take another trip to the mall, see what is available and look the cards up online. Because if one series has a lot of cards whose artwork I liked, I might just go for that series and avoid getting a bunch of cards from a series that really doesn't have a lot of cards that would interest me. Nevertheless, I am glad it seems Force of Will is making a comeback, because initially, a while back I had heard they were kind of closing their doors, they weren't as popular or not selling, and they might have canceled the game. But it seems like with how many packs were available at that store, it may be making a full comeback, so very happy to see that. And if anyone's interested in these cards, you can buy them on Amazon as well as other websites online, and you may just have to scourge through your local comic book shops. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video.